Alright, so I watched Twisters, and this is serving as a sequel to the original, where we follow yet another duo of storm chasers that are trying to use a weather machine to possibly destroy a tornado and to make a difference, and even make history together. And I'm telling you, this is the disaster movie that all of us have been waiting for, and it serves so much of tornado action, suspense, and so much more. And so this will be my official review, no spoilers, go over my impressions and thoughts for what I thought about it, with the character development, and there's so much more to be discussed in here as well. And so if you're new here, then be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos, including this one. But now, let's talk about Twisters. And now, going into this movie, and yes, this serves as the sequel to the original, because as within the original, I started Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt that were these storm chasers, and that were sending this weather machine into a tornado to measure the wind speed, the velocity, and the pressure within the tornado and its path, and to eventually make history. But even with those movies that we don't get anymore, especially in this lifetime or in this generation, but even with this sequel, even it pays it's like the perfect sequel to the original, because it serves the amount of action, but putting that new formulaic layer into it, and like even with this new duo of storm chasers with Kate Carter and Tyler Owens, as they were using this weather machine to possibly make a tornado vanish, and to prevent any devastation within the tornado's path, and even with Kate's knowledge of what she knows about tornadoes, and even with everything that she knows behind it, and the exact science, and that's the stuff that I really enjoyed from this movie. It's a definite thrill ride. It's an edge of your seat movie, and it's definitely a cool, fun disaster movie that people will definitely love going in this film. Is that you can definitely feel that adrenaline rush, especially within these characters, of what their purpose is, and of what this movie is trying to serve, and what's going to get you invested into this movie. And now I want to talk about the characters in this movie, and I started off with Kate Carter, played by Daisy Edgar-Jones, and with her character, and with her development, and with her arc, and that is served in this movie, it is really amazing, because even for what her character serves, she is like a person that does not want to be a storm chaser anymore, of what happened in her past, because even from is that why she didn't want to do it, because the last time that she did it, and that it resulted in the loss of her friends that were trying to make history, and to become storm chasers, and to make a tornado vanish. But even throughout the movie, this is what she basically does. She has the knowledge and the study behind tornadoes and what they can do, and that's what she is trying to do with her weather machine, and trying to possibly destroy a tornado, and getting in front of it, and to eventually make a difference. And that's why what I really admire about her character development. She has a tragic past, but now keeps on getting better and better. But even towards the end, it really pays off in the third act. I mean, and that's when it all happens, but you'll definitely see for yourself. Next, I want to talk about Glen Powell, and this dude really is a star in the making with this movie, because even for what his character is portrayed on screen as sort of it's like a superstar that wants to become famous online, and even alongside his buddies, and that are trying to capture it all on video with doing these stunts, getting into a tornado, and to eventually have fun, even though it is dangerous, and stuff that I tried to get them famous and on video. But even for what his character can do, and with his portrayal of her, how he is presented from start to finish, but even towards throughout the film, and for when he is with Kate, he eventually becomes a true storm chaser that is trying to help Kate make a difference. But I admire his character for what he has done, and these two serve a great chemistry on screen together, and it felt similar to Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt from the original, and I got the vibes of that. But I enjoyed his character, and this movie served it just right with the amount of action that he pulls off on screen. Even with the action involving the tornadoes, it is really powerful, and it will really make you feel an adrenaline rush. It'll have you on the edge of your seat, and that's what I experienced with this movie. And I liked what director Ali Isaac Chung really adapted within this movie. It's not trying to be the same as the original, but even within the opening minutes and some throughout parts of the movie, they do make references to the original. And that, I mean, if you've seen the original, you'll know what I mean after you've seen the movie. But even though I enjoyed everything, from the tornadoes and from their design, it is really so powerful. And even from when the tornadoes get really big, especially with the EF5 that is in this movie. But even when the third act happens, it will really get you your heart pounding on the edge of your seat. Even if you're a fan of the original, you'll definitely enjoy the sequel, because I went in this film with low expectations, thinking it was gonna be a solid film, but it turns out I did not expect this to blow me away for what I was about to witness on screen. Because if they were trying to copy the formula that the original had, but it turns out it did just a little bit, but it added a new layer and meaning into it, especially with these characters presented on screen, and they are really developed well throughout the movie, especially with this duo, and hearing their backstories and their experiences of tornadoes. And even with Kate Carter, for what she has witnessed in her past of doing things that went wrong, but trying to make it work, but it really does settle in. We really enjoyed all of these characters, but even with Anthony Ramos, which I definitely enjoyed. I thought he was a cool character, and alongside him, David Corenswet, who's going to be our future Superman. I thought his character was pretty good, especially for what these characters are going through. You really get to feel a sense of danger for these characters, if they're going to survive, and within the outbreak of these tornadoes, as they are slamming through everything and getting within the tornado action, for what these storm chasers are about to do, and just to study all the science and knowledge behind all these. It is really fun, and it's definite the hit of the summer that you'll definitely enjoy, but it has to be seen on the big screen. And there's some sequences where you're just freaked out, and if these people are going to make it. Although within the second half of the movie, there are definitely emotions to be had with this duo, because all they're trying to do is trying to get a weather machine up in the air to destroy a tornado, and to possibly make a difference, make history together. And you would Kate that is trying to do the right thing, of what she did wrong, and that's what her character really develops on screen, especially with Tyler as well. And that's the stuff that I mostly enjoyed from this duo, what they are trying to do in this movie to make you feel invested into them. And so for my final thoughts is, I really enjoyed this movie, and this is my definite recommend if you're really into disaster movies. This is an adrenaline rush, and it'll have you on the edge of your seat from start to finish. Even from the start of the movie, it'll definitely get your heart pounding and wanting some more of that tornado action. And trust me, this duo works well on screen. They serve great chemistry. I enjoyed every bit of it, and you'll definitely enjoy it, especially if you're a fan of the original. You'll definitely enjoy the sequel, and it has everything that this movie delivers: tornado action, adrenaline rush, getting to see for what it's like, and Twisters is definitely a great sequel to the original, and it pays. I think it pays homage to that as well. So yeah, I really enjoy the film, and I hope you'll enjoy it as well. It comes out July 19th this weekend, so be sure to get your tickets. And so that's going to do it for this video, which is 11 in the comments below if you've seen Twisters or if you're going to see Twisters. Let me know how excited are you for it. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe and turn on notifications for future videos. And also follow all my social medias, all of which are linked down below, including my Patreon. And with that, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.